Presenting your KPIs like this might just earn you a seat in the C-suite. Hello there, I'm Lympany, and today I'm going to show you how to take your KPI presentations from kinda bland to total knockout. If you find this video helpful, please share it with someone you know who's got lots of awesome results to present. Let's face facts. The way you show your accomplishments makes or breaks your career. And if you're on the executive track, that means the stakes are in the millions. So why do people just cram their KPIs on a slide and hope for the best? Here's an example of a pretty typical KPI slide in corporate America. This one's for a fictitious company called Dirigible Cloud Computing, but it's a replica of a real slide that was made by a very expensive agency. This reflects the method most people use when presenting their metrics. They dump their numbers on a PowerPoint slide, or they outsource to an agency that dumps their numbers on a PowerPoint slide. This slide probably makes you uncomfortable. If you're not sure why, that's okay. Let me ask you this. What does the presenter want you to look at? Exactly. Each person you ask would probably give a totally different answer. I won't get too deep into design theory, but here are a few quick things they did wrong. First, no hierarchy. All the objects and text are too similar in size, color, and style, so nothing stands out as a clear subject. And why are some of these numbers the same or different colors? The randomness is confusing for the viewer. Second, proximity is a problem. Not only is everything too crowded, but this means items aren't clearly grouped in meaningful ways. So again, it's hard to know what's related. Next, there's no logical alignment, so this feels horribly imbalanced. Look at the center-aligned captions in no particular pattern in these areas, or the photos just kind of randomly thrown on there. Ouch. Finally, there's way too much indirectly related material. We don't want to try to explain the whole campaign on the same slide as our KPIs. Most importantly, this slide doesn't tell a cohesive story. It breaks the one per slide rule. And if you don't know what that is, check out the video link on your screen now. Finally, if you need to present every bit of this info, put it in a report, not on your visual aids. Pure metrics are useless. Numbers without context are just numbers. However, when used correctly, these data points are powerful weapons in your arsenal. So let's talk about how to show your KPIs the right way. When you're presenting KPIs, don't start by opening PowerPoint. Instead, start with the following question. What is the one message I want my audience to take away from this? Your answer should fit in a sentence, a concise sentence, like a headline. In this sentence, you need to convey how you, first, set out to accomplish something that would ultimately boost the bottom line. Second, chose metrics that would accurately reflect success or failure. Third, met or exceeded those metrics. And fourth, boosted the bottom line by doing so. Notice how I tie back into the bottom line. Ultimately, that's why businesses are in business, to make money. If you're good at that, and you can prove it in a memorable manner, you get promoted. We'll dive deeper into selecting good KPIs in another video, but for now, let's stay focused on presenting them well. Let's explore our example. Let's say I'm the director of digital marketing at Dirigible, and I recently led the launch of a campaign called Cumulus. Cumulus was intended to boost sales among small to mid-sized businesses by educating business owners and operations personnel about our flexible scale-as-you-grow infrastructure-as-a-service solutions. Man, that's a mouthful. The campaign was a success, exceeding our reach metrics across all categories. Within 3 weeks of campaign launch, sales were up from 600,000 to 1.1 million per week, or 83%. That nearly doubled our goal of a 45% increase to 870,000. Now, if you're in statistics, you're screaming at your monitor right now. Correlation does not imply causation. True in math? Not in marketing. Here's what our single sentence would say in this case. Our Cumulus IaaS campaign increased sales by 83% to $1.1 million per week, smashing our goal of a 45% increase to $870,000 per week. That's it. See how clear that message is? We convey that we, 1, set out to accomplish something that would boost the bottom line, 2, showed our success metric, 3, demonstrated how we exceeded the metric, and 4, boosted the bottom line. No extra metrics to dilute our message. Was the increase in sales the only KPI the campaign had? Not even close. But it's the one that best demonstrates success by tying it into revenue. So it's the one that makes it into my message. Those other KPIs will be used only as necessary to prove that the Cumulus campaign was responsible for the increase in sales. And yes, that means I probably won't show some of my metrics, except maybe in that report no one's gonna read. Now that we have our message sentence, it's time to expand that into a full story. In this story, we'll provide a very brief overview of the campaign, share the most impactful direct results, and show how those created the sales boost. Once you've written your story, read it out loud several times. If it doesn't make sense or sound like your voice, change it. Read it to a colleague or a friend. Get their feedback. Change it again. Once you're satisfied, it's finally time to open your slide program to make your visual aids. I've included a link to the downloadable full story for this set of KPIs in the description for you, as well as the slides that I'm showing you now. Now, let me ask you the same question I asked earlier. What does the presenter want you to look at? If you get this one wrong, I don't know what to tell you. But where's the context, Aaron? It's coming from your mouth. When presenting this one, you'd first pause for dramatic effect, and then say, this is the increase in sales we saw in the 3 weeks following the launch of our Cumulus campaign. Boom. Already a better presentation than the before slide. Clear, succinct, powerful message. Next, you simply support it. Remember, we're only using the data we absolutely need to prove that it was our campaign that caused the sales increase. We know this sales spike came from Cumulus because we accomplished the following: 330,000 social media engagements, 44,000 new website visitors, and a 323% increase in inbound lead volume. As you can see, Cumulus clearly outperformed expectations to give us that incredible increase to $1.1 million per week in sales. See how those steps prove our point? Cold leads on social, to our website, to inbound leads, to sales. We tracked the whole funnel. At this point, it's wise to show strategic next steps, but we'll save those for another video. With those in place, that's it. That's your KPI presentation. Now shut your mouth, let the executives be impressed, and answer their questions. This doesn't mean these are the only numbers you need to track, of course. Total potential social impressions, shares, ad spend, and lots of other metrics are important for getting audience insights that will help with future campaigns. But all of that is the technical stuff and the campaign details. You don't need to share all that granularity with the C-suite. And again, if they must see it, put it in a report. In a nutshell, that's how to deliver knockout KPIs. But let's be real, you're not actually gonna do this. You'll simply send your numbers to your agency and hope you don't have to do as much hand-holding with them next time. Because who has the time to find, vet, hire, and do all the paperwork to bring on a new agency or freelancer, right? Here's the issue. Not finding a better solution is hurting your career. It's holding you back because it isn't just this one presentation, it's all of them. Consistent mediocrity isn't going to get you where you want to go in your career. The most successful people in the world have a highly talented, specialized support team around them. Do you think Elon Musk is creating his own presentations? Would Whitney Wolfe Herd promote you with that before slide? If you're interested in taking your presentations to the next level, simply leave a comment or shoot me an email. My contact info is in the description below. In the meantime, keep these principles in mind next time you need slides for your KPIs. Write your one-sentence message, write out the full story and refine it, share only the data you need to prove your point, and one idea per slide. And remember, when it comes to presenting KPIs, keep them simple, keep killing it.